This session on load testing mobile apps is also recorded. Once we finish this webinar over the weekend, this will also be uploaded into our channel as well as youtube.com/freeopenmentor. youtube.com/freeopenmentor. So that's the channel in which you can see our programs. Okay, great. Many people might be knowing load testing, okay, but the load testing, let us start from the fundamentals. If you go back, say a few decades, maybe 10 years or say 15 years, previously client server was ruling probably way back from 1995 to 1999, right? Then the web servers, if you look at maybe from 1999, the 2000 .coms, maybe even up to 2006, I would say, the web servers, web apps on PC, they were ruling the world. But the moment the mobile got introduced, you have got internet on the mobile, it was there before, but 2006 onwards, okay, the use of mobile apps on net, I would say even 2006, the real thing started only in 2008, because the telecom operators really opened up the GPRS as well as internet access and applications on the mobile stores. They were exponentially increasing post 2008. So this is the topography of the applications in the last 2 decades. Now, when it comes to load testing, traditionally users accessing servers from desktop. This is what was happening over a period of time, and you have got one variant which is called users. So more users, that leads to more slowness, right, or less speed. Then it also happened like more data. People were pushing a lot of data. Rather than sending 1 or 2 files, they used to send bigger files. Of course, videos, attachments, that was taking a toll on the servers. The third thing is more time, right? Duration of usage. What people used to access maybe just in one shift, it got changed. With the call centers, BPOs and other things, companies operating on 3 shifts, the servers were used 24 hours. There is no rest to the servers. So essentially, when I have to say load testing or performance testing, we are increasing users, we are increasing data, we are increasing the time, and that makes server to slow down. How much it's getting in terms of slowness, that's a measure we need to have in our hands. That's what is the load testing. Okay, coming to our topic, I'm not going to talk about load testing of regular applications, but mobile applications. The key difference between regular apps and mobile apps. One of the things, if you look at mobile, right, it is handy, right? So users use this more frequently. So the usage is intermittent. When you are dealing with your desktop or browsing, you are touching the server for a longer time. In a single shot, maybe for 30-40 minutes, you may be doing a single application or processing. Whereas in mobile, you will do it now, then after 15 minutes you can do it again. You may not do it for a longer duration, but you will do it intermittently. One of the reasons is power, right? Because if you keep on using it for 2 hours, it may get drained out. So in order not to lose the power, you may be using it intermittently, but you will be using it frequently, more frequently than using the regular PC apps. That's one major difference. Second thing is bandwidth. The bandwidth that you get on your regular machines is high, whereas the bandwidth that you get is very less in phones. Third thing is processor and memory of mobile. Your regular PC is meant for rugged or tough applications. Bigger screens, more fields, you will enter more fields and then do one submit. Whereas in mobile phones, in a single shot, you will enter only 2 or 3 fields because you don't have a keypad. That's a first issue. Second thing is the screen is small. So if I give you 20 fields in the small screen, you will not use my app. So every screen is divided to only maybe 4 to 5 fields maximum and then submit. So that puts a lot of same information if I have to feed through mobile, right? If I have a 20 field screen in a regular app, I will split that into 5 different tabs. But every tab, I will hit the server, save, come back. So the data transacted is less, but more frequent. And if you look at recent data quest or PC quest, the statistics is 65% of India is having mobile, right? India is mobile. I would say is on the mobile phones. But how many of them are really on the internet? We don't know, but it is exponentially growing. And the number of PCs is less than the number of mobile phones. So more users, more frequent usage. In every usage, there's a less amount of data transacted. And it is being used right from morning to the night. And recent study shows more users prefer social media access on mobile has overtaken regular PC. This is a fact. And more people frequently start using instant messages, chats, everything over the mobile phones. This is a major difference. Because of that, it is slightly difficult to do a load testing and then predict the load. What you will start thinking of hundreds in PCs, maybe 10,000s in mobile, right? That's the biggest challenge. The second, the crowd is much, much higher. It's almost like 10 to 100 times higher than your regular PC people. The other part, if it is PC, then OS is either Windows or Linux. Very less number of people in India use Unix for their home PCs or office PCs. Very less Apple Macintosh. So you are restricted only to Windows and Linux. Maybe Windows XP, Windows Vista, not Vista is also less, Windows 7. You are restricted to 2 platforms of Windows and 2 versions of Linux, maybe Red Hat Linux and SUSE Linux. But that is not the case in the mobile. So if you are looking at load testing tools like Load Runner, Rational Performance Tester, Silk Performer, they are all initially meant for X number of browsers and then running on X number of OS. But the problem is when it comes to mobile, too many models, too many brands, right? You have got Samsung, you have got Nokia, Apple, LG, Sony, whatnot, Motorola, HTC, MTC, what is not there, right? BlackBerry, too many models. And within that also, Nokia, Lumia 900, Lumia 910, 920, too many brands, too many models. And that is the challenge. This is the biggest challenge. Because the way Lumia 900 accesses is slightly different from the way iPhone accesses the server. So load testing in mobile is significantly different, okay, in two different aspects. One is too crowded, so the user count is in thousands. Second thing, too many models. So conventional way of load testing is not that so easy when it comes to mobile phone load testing. Is this fundamental difference clear to you all? Can you please raise the hands if so? Super. Now we are going to actually show some of the behaviors of the regular sites and mobile sites. Then we are going to jump into actually executing a load test using a tool. Okay. Now I am going to open Firefox. Everyone knows this one. Okay. I am going to cnn.com. Just watch. Okay. Now this is the regular CNN site. Okay. Now if you see here, this has got a lot of videos, a lot of text links, and it scrolls down. The width is much more, right? I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items, and the page is too long. Okay. Now the same thing, CNN.com also is available on the mobile, but how will I see that version? This is a challenge. If I want to see that version, what should I do? I want to see it in iPhone 3. How will I do? Should I buy iPhone 3 or should I use an emulator? Now let me do one thing. Many people, I want to view CNN.com in iPad. There is a site called iPadPeak.com. Okay, there is a site iPadPeak.com. Here inside that it will show a container of iPad. You type that and then see it. Now on iPad the site looks like this. Okay, and if you can roll out, right, you can do this way. You can click on this icon. It shows exactly the way iPad looks. So CNN.com looks pretty similar in both iPad as well as your regular site because the width and the height are pretty similar to your screen and iPad. No, I don't want that. All I want is how will it look on that on a browser. Now this is how you do. We go to the tools. There's a user agent. Firefox provides a lot of user agents plugins. These are all add-ons provided by different companies. You can get add-ons for iPhone. You can get for even from Firefox. You can view as if you are viewing through IE9. So you get the user agent. Change this. Okay, I'm making it as user agent iPhone 3. Now let us do CNN.com. Okay. Now look at this. The site looks totally different. You see here 3 tabs on the top. Latest news, blogs, audio, video. Right? So in this case, the rendering of the screen is totally different. That means it is not only the display, the request it sends from this browser to the server, the response that it gets from the server is different from a PC based browser and a mobile browser. How many of you are looking the user agent of iPhone in Firefox for the first time? Can you please raise the hands? Oh, a lot of people. So hereafter, if you want to do compatibility testing, right, you don't have to ask for any new device. Just install a plugin or an add-on to iPhone or any other device on Firefox. Right from here you can see the exact way how it looks on iPhone or iPad. Okay, all said and done. I wanted to show you the request and response are different from a regular PC based browser, right, as well as mobile based browser. There is one question that again for Android also you need to check with add-ons on Firefox. Firefox provide add-ons for many different mobile phones. There is a question that has come out in terms of what is the difference between a user agent and a real mobile. Yes, that's a good question. This agent on the Firefox, it displays only the rendering part. It controls only the rendering part. And it assumes unlimited bandwidth that your PC is connected. And it assumes 2 GB or 1 GB memory that your PC has. So from it, when you exclude memory, the processing power and the bandwidth, what remains is only the rendering part, the display part. So the user agents on Firefox are mainly for rendering, sending the request and sending the getting the response. Apart from that, the network and the processing power, they'll be different, right? Someone has asked, may I know the name of all add-ons? You can go to mozilla.org and then get all those downloads depending upon whatever is the need for your application testing. Now, but user agent testing when it comes to the device and this one is definitely device will have a better effect because of its sleekness, but behavior wise and functionality wise you can test it right here. It's not a maybe even they claim maybe 0.1% difference will be there. They don't say they are exactly identical, there will be a difference.